Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got a Solana video for you guys. I'm going to go over what Solana is doing in the markets here and a few updates on what's going on with Solana. So I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Alright guys, we're going to jump into the Solana video here. I got some news about what's going on with Solana. There's some possible airdrops coming up on their network with one of the projects, so I want to cover that in this video, as well as some other things in the price action that's going on with Solana. So let's jump into it here. So currently the crypto market cap is almost 2.5 trillion. We're over 2.4 trillion now, so lots of money flooding into the market over the last couple weeks here. This is a very good sign. So we'll just have to see what's going to happen here. It's getting really interesting, I'll tell you that right now, with the halving coming up here. So hopefully things keep moving on an upward trend here up to the halving at least, and we'll have to see what happens from there if we get some kind of correction or not. I don't know what's going to happen. It's just very unusual what's happening here with crypto. But these Bitcoin ETFs, the ETFs are having a demand of like 10x the supply of Bitcoin being provided right now, and then when we get to the halving, that's going to be cut in half. So it's going to get real interesting here, and we could be pushing into like a major bull cycle, but you don't want to get too bullish and think that that's the case, because that's when people get caught off guard, and next thing you know the freaking market dumps on you and you're holding them bags. So just be careful. Don't go buying into a bunch of coins that have pumped up like crazy right now, so just be careful with that. So we're going to jump into the Solana chart here. Solana is currently, as I'm recording this last night, so right now it's at $128. What it does between now and the morning when this video comes out, it's hard to say, but we're up in this dark blue area on this chart. This is a daily chart, so not sure how accurate this is as far as price levels here, but the momentum on Solana, the only thing I don't like are these wicks here where it's wicked down after it's jumped up in price. That can be kind of a bearish signal, but it is moving up in price here. If we go to the 4-hour chart, it looks different than that. So there's still some wicks with resistance here at this 136 level here. So if we can push through that, I think we'll be free sailing here. We're definitely up on this next level here, and maybe we'll make this 125 level a support level now, and maybe we'll take off from there. So we'll have to see what happens with the price action on Solana. I'm not any chart expert. I don't do any TA, so I'm not going to try to pretend like I'm going to throw a bunch of TA out to you guys. If you want TA, you can go watch other videos that specifically cover Solana charts and stuff like that. I'm not good at charts. I'm good at buying low and selling high. That's what I'm an expert in, and that's what I'm going to do in this bull run. So that's what I focus on the most. But the fact that Solana is up in this price range now is a very positive move. It's moving with the market and with Bitcoin, so that's a good signal. Found this article here on blockworks.co. Clone launches mainnet and brings clone assets to Solana. This is pretty interesting. So Clone is a protocol designed to make it simpler for Solana blockchain users to trade non-native Solana tokens on Solana. And basically what this does is, typically there's only certain coins that are actually tradable on Solana, but this sort of like clones them so you can actually trade them on Solana and take advantage of the speed of the network and the low gas fees and trade these coins over the Solana network. So it's pretty interesting. They talk about here about Clone Market aims to be the trading platform that will enable users to directly purchase and sell CL assets, they call them. I don't know if they call them classets or CL assets, but it's CL assets. It's designed so that traders can manage their portfolios within the Solana blockchain without having to constantly switch between various chains, which is really cool. It'll give liquidity providers access to a liquidity system that supports leverage and cross-margin liquidity pools in exchange for USDC collateral. As you guys know, USDC is like one of the main stablecoin that is used on the Solana network. That's kind of what I believe that's what Visa was looking at using on their platform as well. So I thought that was interesting. I'll leave the link to this article in the description of the video if you guys want to read through it and read about these cloned assets on Solana and this clone protocol is what it's called, I guess. So you guys can read more about that if you're interested. And don't forget to check out our partner Fairdesk Exchange, guys. The link is in the description below for them. And, you know, they're doing all kinds of different promotions every week on leverage trading and stuff like that. So if you're into that sort of thing, you can get discounts on their platform by using the link below for our partnership. They give you like a 5 to 30% discount on trading fees, and they're doing a special right now where they give you 5% of your trading fees back in USDT, I believe it is, on your account for any kind of trading that you do on there. But they have all kinds of things on there. You guys can copy trade some professionals on there that are doing really well and have like 100% success rate. Just be careful with leverage trading, of course, because you can get wrecked if you don't know what you're doing or if you use too much leverage, so be careful of that. But check out Fairdesk, guys. The link is in the description below, and I appreciate you checking them out as our channel partner. And don't forget that they're no KYC option. You don't have to be verified with your ID or anything like that, and you don't need to use a VPN to use Fairdesk if you're in the US or Canada or any of those other countries that typically you'd have to do that. So make sure you check those out, guys. We'll jump into this article here. This is actually news on TradingView.com. Solana's on a roll, and crypto analyst predicts that Solana could push to $600. And they're saying here, this person mentioned that, you know, Solana will rise to $600, called it a fun target, and it was laid on the premise that Sol could be the new ETH cycle. And I've said this before on my channel. If you look at the cycle from Ethereum from last bull run and what Solana's doing right now in this bull run, I kind of predicted, and I'm no expert, so I'm just going off from, you know, basically the adoption that Solana's had over the last couple of years has been just massive, and it's kind of like the adoption ETH had back in the last bear cycle, and then ETH took off and went to a crazy new all-time high from its low. I think it was under $100 at some point in that bear cycle before the last bull run, and then it jumped all the way up to like over $4,000. So that's why I said Solana could do something very similar in this bull run here. And you know, it's a saying here, and the analyst expects Sol to take off later than BTC and ETH. This is because ETH took off when BTC broke out into all-time highs during the last bull run. Therefore, Solana, following a similar trajectory to ETH in the last cycle, might not take off until Bitcoin and ETH break into all-time highs. So we could see Solana absolutely go crazy in this bull run after Bitcoin and ETH reach their all-time highs. And as you guys remember, if you guys were around in the last bull cycle, right in early 2021, we made some huge new all-time highs in the market, especially around March, April, and then we got a major crash in like May, June, July of 2021, and it was crazy. My portfolio went from like in the 6 figures down to the low 5 figures just in a matter of no time at all. And then after that, in the second half of the year, we took off into new all-time highs. It was absolutely crazy. But some of the coins moved and took off at different times than others. It was very strange. Quant didn't, while everything else was tanking in April, May, June, Quant was taking off and it was making its new all-time high. And then it had a correction and never took off in the second half of the year with all the other coins. It did the exact opposite of what the other coins were doing in the last bull market. It was very strange. And for those of you guys who are invested in Quant or interested in Quant, I will be doing a Quant update here very shortly, so look out for that video as well. I just didn't want to cover that in my Solana video here today. I know Quant has been making some moves recently, so I'm going to definitely get you guys an update on Quant here. But this person here, basically Han Solar's $600 price prediction for Solana looks very conservative compared to, you know, other YouTubers. Jake Gagan's price prediction that Solana will hit $750. And they said that the token will hit that price level by next year. That is possible. Solana could do that. My price prediction for Solana is somewhere likely in the $200 to $450 range in the low end, but I'm thinking it could get into that $400 to $600 range in this bull run. If it gets above that, fantastic, but it's some pretty serious market cap for Solana to get up above that $600 level. Not saying it couldn't happen. It definitely could if it absolutely goes crazy, which it has been. But, you know, I just try to be more conservative. And if it were me personally, I would start taking on my profits well before that if you're still holding your Solana. So, you know, we all got our different trading strategies, and you guys go with what you feel is best for you and your trading strategy. And, you know, I share with you guys on here what I'm doing You know, whether you guys like what I'm doing or not, I don't know. It's just what I want to do with my portfolio. So I do what I think is best for me at the current time in the market and try to take advantage of different phases of the market. And right now, you know, when I was taking my profits out on Solana, it was really early, and so far it's paid off really well for me. But there's nothing wrong with holding on to it for later. If you're waiting to cash out later in the bull run when the price is higher, that's absolutely fine. Solana's going to do fantastic, and it's a pretty safe investment compared to a lot of them out there. So another thing you want to look out for possibly is some of these big Solana coins on the Solana network to start really taking off, especially if we get really hot gaming projects. When gaming projects start taking off, and some of these alts, some of these gaming projects on Solana are probably going to start really taking off again if the market stays good and Solana keeps doing well like this. This article here on dlnews.com, Solana real estate project Parcel, it's called, set for $160 million airdrop in April. So I'm not sure exactly how this is going to take place. I haven't heard of this project until I found this article today, actually. So this is interesting. I'll leave this article in the description of the video for you guys to read. And make sure you do your research on this before you try to participate in any airdrops, because some of them can be scams. I don't think this one is, but you just never know for sure. And always be very cautious with any kind of airdrops. If you do participate in any airdrops, never, ever, ever use your main wallet to connect to anything for any airdrops. Always, always, always use a spare wallet. I call them a burner wallet, and use that to connect to any NFT mints or pre-sales or airdrops, anything like that, and only put the funds in that wallet that you need to use for that specific task that you're trying to complete with that airdrop or pre-sale or whatever you're doing. Just put enough in there to cover it, and that's all you have in that wallet. Don't ever use your main wallet for anything. Don't ever connect your main wallet to any website. I don't care what it is, because you know you can get hacked, and there's spoof websites out there and all kinds of things. So just be careful. But Parcel is the latest project to confirm that it points to give its users for interacting with protocol. It will convert tokens. I guess the conversion will take place in April. It's saying that the users will trade prices in certain real estate markets with up to 10x leverage, and the platform uses its own data feeds to track changes in the price per square foot of the residential property set in markets to feed that the data smart contract that allows traders to bet on price movements in each of the real estate markets. So it's kind of like a leverage betting platform, but you know, doing stuff for the airdrop. I'm not sure what you'll have to do to qualify for this. You know, that you'll have to really look into this as well and see what this does. But the real estate market being on the blockchain could be really interesting, and I'm not sure exactly how this works, but I'll leave this in the description of the video for you guys to read over for some of you guys that do like to try to earn airdrops and stuff like that. Me personally, I don't have time to participate in a lot of them. I know a lot of them can be lucrative. Some of them are, you know, they give you very little bit, so sometimes it's not worth it. But you guys can check this out if you're interested, and let me know what you guys think. But that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. Solana has been on a roll, and it's doing very well in this market. Hopefully the market stays bullish and things continue on up from here. We'll just have to see what happens. But definitely, you know, if you got Solana in your portfolio, it should be doing really well for you. And hopefully you get some extreme gains out of it in the bull run. If you guys want to check out my Telegram, make sure you check it out. The link is in the description below, and I leave it in the pinned comment as well. Please hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, guys. Make sure you give this video a like. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate you watching my videos, and we'll see you on the next one.